everyone, today we want to discuss governance, law enforcement and policy effectiveness in combating money laundering and illegal financial market. Now, I want to highlight a critical issue faced by many countries, money laundering and illegal financial activity as financial system become more advanced and interconnected. Criminals have more opportunity to exploit the for hiding and transparent illegal fund. This makes effective governance, strong law enforcement and well-designed policy more important than ever to protect financial system from abuse. However, many nations still struggle with weak institutions for coordination between agencies and inconsistent implementation of policy which hinder their fight against financial criminals. The study aims to examine how governance, quality, information, strategy and policy invention influence the effectiveness of combating money laundering and illegal financial market, helping better understand what works in safeguarding financial integrity.
Okay, for the next is the relationship of study is governance, law enforcement and policy effectiveness in combating money laundering and illegal financial market. That's our study of title. Okay. For the DV, effectiveness in combating money laundering and illegal financial market. For IV, first, governance quality. Second, law enforcement effectiveness. Third, policy implementation. Fourth, economic openness. Then lastly, institutional capacity.
Okay, for the next we go to research objective for the governance, law enforcement and policy effectiveness in combating money laundering and illegal financial market. For the first objective is to examine how to governance quality influence the effectiveness of anti-money laundering AML effort. For the objective 2, to analyze the role of law enforcement strategy in reducing money laundering and illegal financial market activity. For the objective 3 is to evaluate the impact of policy intervention on improving financial system integrity and preventing illegal financial activity.
Next, we go to summary. Article 1, SPRM Money Laundering Malaysia. Title, Legal Capacity and SPRM Enforcement. Focus, AMLA Enforcement and Governance. Key point, Legal Framework Comprehensive Enforcement Limited. Very institutional capacity, coordination, political and future. Okay. Article 2, Law Enforcement and Illegal Money Lending Singapore. Title, Before Effect in IML Market. Focus, crackdown impact on borrowers and traders. Key point, first, interest increase, loan volume decrease. 2, leader profit and borrowers before increase. Number 2, describe organized crime. Target medium performing borrowers for best result. Okay, Article 3, Policy Intervention for IML. Title, Policy Intervention via Enforcement. Focus, Financial Literacy, Debit Rehab and Regulation. Key point, number 1, enforcement increase leader cost. Number 2, long-term success to reduce borrower vulnerability. Article number 4, Global Money Laundering and Governance. Title, Economic Openness and Governance Effect. Focus to the cross-country AML risk. Key points, Number 1, strong governance and anti-corruption and decrease risk. Number 2, middle income plus high openness plus weak intention to increase risk.
Okay, next we go to the criteria. First, strength of the article. For the strength, first article, Syarah 2022, is this keupayaan perundangan dan kemampuan SPRM. Use illegal analysis, interview with the SPRM officer. Second article, Leong Lee, 2022, the welfare effect of law enforcement in the legal money lending market. That's the title for the article 2. And then use the largest data set, 11,032 loan with the advanced econometric modeling. For third article, same also, Leong Lee, 2024. The effect of policy intervention to limit legal money lending. Compass enforcement, education and borrowing rehabilitation policy. For the lastly article, Al-Qudah highlight 2025, money laundering in the global economy. Strong global analysis using PCSE panel modeling across economic blocks. And then for the purpose and relevance, for first one, all study explore AML, governance and enforcement issue. Secondly, strong relevance to financial crime prevention across different countries. Okay, for the second criteria, weakness and limitation. For the specific issue, number 1, Syarah 2022, keupayaan perundangan dan kemampuan SPRM. Institutional bias, limited discussion of digital laundering trends. For the second article, Leong et al. 2022, welfare effect of the law enforcement. Singapore only data assume fully national borrower lender behavior. For the third article, Al-Qudah et al. 2035, money laundering in the global economics. Governance index, oversimplify real political condition correlation, not causation. For the common limitation across all study, first, limited focus on social and behavioral factor affecting legal financial activity. Number 2, heavy emphasis on enforcement rather than prevention. Third, minimal discussion on emerging technology risk, crypto, digital and digital banking. Example lah. Okay, for the lastly, we analysis of cross-border laundering and regional cooperation.
So next suggestion, Syarah 2022, governance and enforcement are important but still limited. Agency like SPRM face political and institutional constraints. That is need stronger independence, transparency and resource. Next is Syarah 2022, Leong ETL 2024, with coordination between agency and financial institution. Need centralized AML data platform or joint task force. And next, strengthen international cooperation. So next, Leong ETL 22-24, crackdowns reduce illegal lending but harm low-income borrowers. Combine enforcement with inclusive financial policy, microcredit, community lending. And lastly, Al-Qudah ETL 2025, digital transaction increase AML complexity and invest in AI, blockchain, big data and digital forensics. And lastly, AML effectiveness differs by country income, level and governance capacity.
In conclusion, effective governance, strong enforcement and well-coordinated policy are crucial to fight money laundering and illegal financial market. Malaysia and Singapore already have solid system, but challenges like limited capacity, weak coordination and social impact still exist. Studies show that good governance, transparency, and financial inclusion can reduce risk and protect vulnerable groups. Globally, anti-corruption effort and strong economic policy crucial strengthen the fight against financial crime. Overall, combating financial crime requires a holistic and collaborative approach that combines enforcement, governance, public awareness, and international cooperation.